Welcome inside PBR Studios in downtown Perkasie for the best first Friday ever.
Oh yeah.
It's Perkasie Live. We're in PBR Studios hanging out here for our New Year's clip show. I'm Richard, he's Corey, and again, it is so nice to be sitting alongside you to welcome in 2021!
Exactly, 2020 is over finally, my friend.
I feel like everybody can do one of these. Take a breather, we made it, and we're here. And man, it's been a great year for a lot of things. Yes, there's been some negativity, but it is New Year's.
Exactly.
So we're celebrating by having the greatest clip show of all time.
Exactly.
The best businesses, the best restaurants, the best interviews, the best of you, the best stories that we have, and it's all going down today. What do we have on the menu?
Well, in the best little town in America, we have a bunch of stuff today. We've got, some of the magic acts we've seen before is what we're going to start you off with, but that's not it. We've still got our furry friends that have been down here.
Yeah, the puppies we were hanging out with.
Exactly. We've got a little bit of some beautification of different things that have happened around town in this past year. Not always a downer. We've actually had a lot of good things going on, and that's kind of what we're trying to show.
You're not kidding. Although it has been a little bit of an off year, I think this show is really going to show Perkasie the best of the best. What we've done, and I'll tell you, we've done a lot.
Oh, yeah.
The Perkasie Live is just getting started, but everybody's here. It's first Friday, so sit down, relax, because we got a big show cooked up. And we start today with what's on your head. Little magic act. Do you have any?
There you go. No, nothing up my sleeve.
What about
rabbits?
What about a personal magic trick? Do you have anything?
I have to admit, I'm not the best magician.
Really?
We have
you don't have like even a little, like one you got maybe a 2-year-old with?
I used to have a quarter trick.
Yes, yeah. Everyone has to have that quarter
trick,
trick,
that
right?
quarter trick.
Yeah.
But other than that, I have to admit, I'm nowhere near as good as some of the magic acts we're going to show you here coming up in a bit. We've got, local magician Kevin, and then we have Joe Ferry's own grandson.
So sit back, relax. Like I said, grab a drink. You're tuned in to the greatest clip show of all time. And we start out with this one. Watch. Ready? I'm going to snap my fingers. It's going to go to the video. That's magic.
I've had some time on my hands, as many of us have, and I came up with a couple of new tricks I wanted to try here. First one I want to show you is a card trick, and card tricks and magic are absolutely my favorite thing to perform. I love performing any kind of trick, but with card tricks, all day, any day. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the 4 aces here. I'm going to do this so you guys can see. We're going to go through, and we're going to take out the popular cards. There's the ace of hearts. We have the other ones. There we go, ace of clubs, ace of spades, and there should be one more as well, and there it is, the ace of diamonds. Now, everybody always asks me if I use a magic deck of cards. Honestly, I get them at Costco. I don't use any specific magic deck. I go through a lot of decks of cards, but we can make every deck magical just by drawing attention to the aces. Everybody loves aces. Everybody tends to have their favorite ace as well. For example, hopefully you guys can see this okay here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 aces. Most of the time, people will say a diamond. When I ask them to name an ace, they'll say a diamond. We're going to get rid of that for you, though. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. That'll leave me with a spade, a heart, a club. But as you can see, there's no more diamonds. The next most popular one I hear all the time, ace of spades. Everybody loves that ace of spades. But in the same thing, we can go 1, 2, 3. Show you, of course, I have a heart, a club, but look at that. No more ace of spades. My favorite ace, without a doubt, is, not the ace of hearts. That's a popular one. But I like the ace of clubs. Let's get rid of that ace of hearts and leave just the ace of clubs. Now, I'm going to try to keep this in your view because I want to figure out a fun way to find all the cards. The ace of clubs is my favorite ace. And if this truly is a magical ace, you should be able to look through the whole deck and see if we can locate the other 4 aces like so. Now, hopefully you all can see this, but right in the middle, we do have 4 aces right here. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. But in between each ace, I have one individual card. 1, 2, 3. There's your aces we can put aside. But for right now, I want to show you that we have, thank you, first responders and essential workers. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. And that is how you make a deck magical. Now, thank you very much for my last trick. I want you all to bear with me. I am very excited to do this next trick. But I will caution boys and girls at home, definitely practice some magic, but do not try this trick at home. I was looking around my house trying to figure out what I might have around that we can make a trick out of. And I came up with this. You can see it literally is a pencil sharpener. It's an old pencil sharpener I had when I was younger. It happens to be a little cannon. And we're going to use this to make a little magic. So often when I perform, I do have assistants. Obviously, performing on camera, we can't use all the assistants while we're social distancing. So what I have is a piece of paper. We have a couple pieces of paper here, a cannon, and we're going to make our own assistant. So I'm going to let everybody see this carefully. Hopefully you can see a bunch of tissue paper here, and I'm going to rip off a little piece. We are going to make, ladies and gentlemen, our own, very own assistant who's going to help us out with this trick. I'm going to draw him, give him a little magic hat as well. Perfect. So this guy right here, we're going to call him Perk. This is Perk, and Perk is going to be our assistant for this next trick. So we're going to let Perk sit right there. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to draw attention to a deck of cards. As I said, card tricks are absolutely my favorite, so any kind of trick here that I'm going to make up recently will try to have card tricks as well. Now, it doesn't matter if I see the card. I want to make sure that you guys know that. I'm going to shuffle these up. We're going to make sure that we can get a card here, and that'll give us, looks like a 2 of diamonds. Obviously, I have a bunch of 2 of diamonds here, and I might have another one as well. So we're going to make this one special. Can you guys hear me in the studio? Or can I hear you as well? Excellent. Yeah. Would you give me a letter to write on this too? A big letter and a number. We'll do both there. What do you guys think?
P for Perkasie, of course.
P for Perkasie. So that could have been too obvious. So we'll go one more thing. How about a number? Any number you can think of.
6.
6? All right. So we have P. 6. Everybody can see that. So the odds are there are no more 2 of diamonds like that. We'll put a little squiggle on that. Anything we can to mark that. So everybody take a good look at that 2 of diamonds. Remember, I am not going to try to find your card. I know where your card is. Instead, we have someone else who's going to help us find your card. And the way we're going to lose your card is simply by cutting it. We'll just do this here. Make it even easier. There's your card one more time so everybody can see that. We're going to drop that right inside the deck because I am not worried about finding your card. In fact, if you guys recall, we are going to let Perk do all that work. Now, once again, I want to make sure and caution not to try this trick at home. I do have some of this paper here, and I'm literally going to just roll this up, making ourselves a big fuse. So one more time, we should be able to do this for the camera. We have a pencil sharpener here, as you can see, and there's a little hole in the top. I'm just going to feed this fuse right through the hole. And we should see if we can have a little human cannonball act. Now, I was originally going to have the association over there at Perkasie help me be the cannonball act, but due to social distancing, I'm going to have to use this guy right here. Right, gentlemen?
There you
go. That's an idea.
Very good, very good. All right, so we do have this lined up. I'm going to rub up Perk right here, and we're going to load him into the cannon. And we are going to see if we can truly have a human cannonball stunt for the first time live on the air. All we have to do is go back to this deck of cards. Now, if you remember that your card is somewhere in this deck, I'm not going to try to find the card. In fact, I'm just going to give this a cut, and we're going to load the deck inside the box.
Hey, folks, thanks for hanging in there. We had a quick technical difficulty. Unfortunately, the joys of trying something new for the first time. But yet, once again, we still have with us Kevin, the master magician, who has already wowed us once. He didn't go away. He's still here. So, Kev, by all means, thank you very much, sir, for hanging in there with us during our technical difficulties.
No problem.
So, go for it.
No problem. So, for you guys at home as well, for everybody at home, I made sure I took Perk out of the cannon. So there is our Perk with her hat. And just to show you the rest of the cards, I believe, I don't know, I remember it was a diamond. Here's the rest of the deck. Just so you guys can see, we don't know where that card is. I wanted to be fair to the audience one more time. What I will do, though, is we're going to take this deck, we're going to place this in because we want to find it. I think we take one card out here. And one more time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to find your card. Going backwards a little bit. We're going to let Perk find your card. If you're just tuning in, we have a pencil sharpener here. As you can see, it is a Canon pencil sharpener. We put a little fuse right there, and boys and girls, do not try this at home. Moms and dads, be careful as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place Perk inside this cannon. We're going to line this up, and we should see a human cannonball stun live for the first time on the air. Stay tuned. Hopefully you guys remember your card. That's why I marked it there. But either way, and actually perfect. You guys can see, hopefully everybody sees that at home, that we actually burnt through the cards, the back of the deck, like so. Nice. In fact, it's a little warm. I want to see this on camera. There we go. Very good. You can see, indeed, we do have burnt through a lot of these cards. As you can see, right through all these cards. Literally, he jumped all the way through, and it looks like Perk has settled. Wait a minute. On one card right there. We have one card. And if we were to turn that around, we could see the P for Perkasie, the number 6.
Very nice.
And your 2 at diamonds. One more time, Perk. Do not try this trick at home. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much again. I am so excited to be here. Thank you for having me. Please check out my website and enjoy your
Hello,
day.
my name is David Ferry. I am a sophomore at Penridge High School, and over the summer I learned how to do card tricks. All right. Got the 4 aces. They're just like any other deck. They're the same front and back. No secret slots or anything like that. I cover up the 4 quarters. They're diagonal from each other. Same spot, the same corner. These are going to also go in the same corner. 3 quarters, all together. And finally, the last quarter. Same spot.
Come on! Awesome magic acts to see, and it's so cool that we have so many talented people around us.
Very much so. Hey, man, they kept me guessing. I couldn't figure out how they did them.
Well, it's still a mystery, but I'll tell you what's not a mystery is the facelift going on around town. Some major structures got some updates.
Oh, yeah, we've definitely got a lot of cool stuff going on around town. People are really starting to bring life back to Perkasie. Some of the old rundown things are now coming back to their glory as they used to be.
Yeah, so the biggest one for photographers around town, because I feel like everybody takes photos at the covered bridge and the bridge and the carousel, because they're the most photogenic places in town.
Oh yeah, and some of the oldest things in town too. So I mean, we went out to the carousel and talked to some of the guys from the Historical Society there about, you know, how long it's been around. Believe it or not, Perkasie used to have a little amusement park right over where the pool was.
Yeah, roller coaster right down the side, which I still say I would love if we could get that from the ground up. I would rip a roller coaster down, take a little dip at Menlo, but wait till you guys see the recaps that they put together on how good these look.
Original carousel was first built here in 1892. It didn't have a building yet at that time, and they took it down in the fall and packed it away for the winter. And at least once we know of that they packed it up and sent it up to Allentown for the annual fair in Allentown. And in about 1895, they finally built this building around it. It didn't have sides at the time, and over the years they added the sides and the shutters and closed it all in. And that carousel stayed here until 1951, when they replaced it with the one we have today. But they replaced it with this one brand new in 1951. This one here is from Alan Herschel in North Tonawanda. It's actually a more modern carousel. The horses are actually aluminum, which is good because they're indestructible. And it's now been here longer than the original carousel was. The society took it over actually in the late 60s, along about 1970 really. I guess it started about 68, and about 1970 I think they opened it finally. And was run from then, since then, by the Historical Society, although it's still owned by the borough as part of the park, but we run it. And we've been opening it about 9 times a year lately for occasions like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Community Day, Lions Club barbecue, things like that, and a couple extras in between just to fill it out. And for a number of years now, we've been opening it the same day as the Christmas tree lighting, and Santa Claus comes and rides with the kids and gives out candy canes and hot chocolate and stuff like that. The amusement park dates back to around the same time the first carousel was here. And they had picnic tables and pavilions, and then they eventually added the Dodgem cars, the electric Dodgem cars, the whip. They had a thing called the Mountain Chute, which is kind of a roller coaster. It went down over the hill, over the back behind the carousel here, and you would actually start at the top, and at the top of the hill, and you'd ride this thing down to the very bottom, and at the very end, it would pull you back up, where most roller coasters pull you up at the beginning. Then over where the library is now, they had the casino building, which had a bowling alley, it had a movie theater, had a concession stand, and it had the roller skating rink, where I still remember roller skating in that rink. I never bowled there. But it was common for high school boys to get a job spotting pins because they didn't have automatic pin spotters. Well, we can assure everybody that we've taken care of the carousel. It's still in good shape and in running order. And if all goes well and we get this pandemic under control, we would be looking to open again next spring on Mother's Day. And mothers would get free rides as they always do on Mother's Day.
My name is Scott Bomboy. I'm the chairman of Perkasie Borough Council's Historical Committee, and I have a quick update on our covered bridge project. As many of you know, the historic South Perkasie covered bridge in Lenape Park needs repairs. It's been leaning for the past 10 or 15 years toward the east branch of the Perkiomen Creek. It recently had some minor flood damage we need to address. And for the past year, we've been working with the Perkasie Historical Society and the Bucks County Covered Bridge Society to raise about $100,000 to match a state grant. We got great news yesterday. The state will give us the grant for $100,000. We've hit our initial fundraising goal of $200,000 to start the project. It may cost a little bit more to do some of the actual work on the abutments and the masonry beneath that. But our plan is to start planning in November, doing the site plan with a qualified bridge restoration expert, and in March of 2021 to start restoring the bridge. But our plan is to re-debut the bridge hopefully in June or possibly early July at Community Day. So thanks again for all your help from the community. We got all kinds of donations and support for the past year, and we'll have more updates on the project as we have more details. And thanks again from Perkasie Borough.
All right, so it's great to see, some of the history of the Perkasie, the things that have been around a while. But, one thing I know we all love around here is when we get visits from our furry friends. I know you had talked
I was in heaven. It was like the first time I ever got to do one of these shows with you guys, and you're like, all right, the segment is you're going to play with puppies. And I was like, what? This is the greatest day ever. And it was so cool to see some new babies in town. So not only the puppies, though, we also got to meet our friends, the friendly goats.
We had a pygmy goat, come down, join us here from the petting zoo. So it'll be nice to check out and see.
Usually you don't see this. We have a sheet that they tell us what's coming up next. Goats and puppies. So buckle up. You guys are gonna love this one. It's super cute.
But we're very happy to have our first guest here right now, Karis Mady from the Peaceable Kingdom Petting Zoo in Kintnersville, and our very special guest, Waffles, the pygmy goat.
Thanks for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Tell us about Peaceable Kingdom. What is that all about?
Peaceable Kingdom, we have a traveling petting zoo we've been doing for about 23 years. We have all kinds of animals. We have 3 camels. We have porcupines. We have kinkajous. We have goats, sheep, llamas. We do kids' birthday parties. We do all kinds of great big events. And pretty much anything anybody wants us to come to.
Oh my goodness! Yes, that is right. We have baby puppies, right? Hey guys, how are you?
Hi.
It's good to see these guys. So listen, you represent Harley's Haven, right?
I'm here today to represent Harley's Haven.
So tell us, you're an adoption mom.
I am a foster mom. These are my foster babies. This is Zeta, little girl. This is Zeke, her brother.
And how long have you had them now for?
They've been with me for a week, so and they'll be going up for adoption on Sunday.
Oh, wow. So
they are siblings.
Sitting right now, you're like, honey, should we get a dog? Robin's like, yes, I need to get rid of these ones because I'm sure you have more coming in.
Yes, our next batch of puppies actually comes in on the 16th.
Oh, my goodness. So how long are you going to have these guys total?
Until we find good homes for them.
And that's what you guys are all about.
All right, now who doesn't love those cute little critters?
Yeah, I would love if they came through right now. Don't get me wrong, you're adorable to sit next to as well, but imagine little Rufus right there.
Not as furry, I have to admit.
Well, the beard isn't too bad.
Yeah, true. But so next up, it's New Year's, and what's New Year's without a drink? What's your favorite?
Well, first, I mean, look, this is like my claim to fame right now.
Okay.
If you go to the Perk, you can actually order a Rich Curtis.
Really?
Yeah, it's on the menu. It's incredible. That when I did the Kelly thing, I said, well, they go, what's your favorite restaurant? I was like, the Perk. And then they were like, well, all right, well, now we got to make a drink after this guy. So everybody go out and order the Rich Curtis. It's a super fudgy drink, but it's still delicious.
Got you. What's in it? Do you remember?
It's got, I feel like they put the entire bar into it, so only have one, otherwise you're walking home or Ubering, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'll tell you, it's not just the Perk making great drinks. We actually got out all year. We got to see some different restaurants.
Exactly.
A few stood out to us, though.
Well, we're going to start off with the Perk and a little drink from there, and then we move over to the Old Town Tavern, which is, you know, best wings in town. I have to say that every time.
They do have some nice wings.
And then we're going to straighten up a little bit with some caffeine from Rise and Grind.
Yes, a little espresso drink. All right, so sit back, get your coffees ready. Here come some drinks.
My name is Natalie. I'm down from the Perk. Happy First Friday. Today we're going to show you how we make one of our famous Perk martinis called the Raspberry Cosmo. Very simple, delicious, very easy to make at home if you'd like to do so yourself. So I'm going to show you how to make that. First we start with Stoli Raspberry, or any kind of raspberry vodka, whatever you prefer, 1.5 ounces of that. Then we move on to the Cointreau, which is similar to triple sec. Do 1/2 ounce of that. And then we have Chambord, which is a raspberry liqueur, about 1/4 ounce of that. Then we take our fresh squeezed lemon right into the glass and top that off with cranberry juice. Take your shaker and shake that up. Pour it back into the pint glass. And then right into your chilled martini glass. And down at the Perk, we like to give a little extra. So we give a sidecar with our martinis. Finish that off with a nice lemon wedge garnish. And enjoy.
Perkasie Live. My name is Taylor Stover. I work here at Old Town Tavern. We are celebrating our 25th anniversary this year, so make sure you come on out, stop in, check us out. Today I'm going to be doing a apple cider kind of drink, but with a little twist on it, especially with this fall weather and everything. So I'm going to do an apple cider mule. So I have my ginger beer, I have my apple cider, and we also have our Old Smoky apple moonshine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 ounces of the Old Smoky apple pie. I'm going to do a dash of the apple cider. I always like to shake it up before I add any carbonation, just so I get the flavors mixed together. And then to that, you just top with your ginger beer. Straw. And serve. Something very light, something very refreshing, a little bit different. I really like this one.
Hi, welcome to Rise and Grind. We're a cafe and restaurant in downtown Perkasie, and today I'm going to walk you through how to make one of our many drinks. Right now, our really popular drink is a pumpkin spice latte. So any latte is going to start with an espresso. I'm going to put it right over here and pull the shot. And while I do that, I also have milk. We have oat milk, almond milk, and whole milk. So I'm going to steam the milk. So I'm going to add some flavor. So right now I'm showing the pumpkin spice, but we also have vanilla, caramel, chocolate, toasted marshmallow, hazelnut, white chocolate, almond, and then a sugar-free vanilla and a sugar-free caramel. So latte is going to start with putting the shot in here and pouring the milk. That beautiful soft steamed milk. And then our pumpkin spice finishes up with some whipped cream and some cinnamon.
Very nice stuff. Thank you to everyone that participated. Restaurants, there's so many good ones. New ones coming out. The Ram is just opening up. If we can get over there and finally, and you can actually do the takeout over there now. So they're trying to keep the wheels turning. So get to the Ram. But I'll tell you, the biggest thing for me throughout doing the Perkasie Live here is I really have gotten to know the city on another level. You know, some of the times you live in a place, but you don't experience those true small businesses that make this place so special. And Perkasie is one of the greatest.
And it's cool when we've gone around and done the different segments to actually kind of learn what's really out there within the community, all the hidden. I didn't know there was a hidden disc golf course down at AGA Farms and a couple other little things here. So
the treasure trove, Frocks, and all these different places that you got to kind of get to and you got to see. And it's been a great year for Perkasie and seeing these businesses on Perkasie Live. And hopefully 2021 will be a great year for all those businesses, but we all can keep supporting. So in honor of that, we're going to show you a few of our favorite businesses that make Perkasie so special.
You know, Kevin from Bishop's always come out, set up, helped us out, and we went out to check out their new tasting room that's under construction. He said fall, I believe, that it's going to be ready.
Right. He hopes it will be. Yep.
All right. So let's take a quick little video tour.
What we're doing now is we're doing tastings on the weekends. We can do them inside in the green phase. So we have 4 tables set aside just for tasting, so you can come in at any time and have a tasting. We also have some room that we are renting it out as well now. Yeah, we have live music on Friday nights from 5 to 9, and then on Saturdays it's set 4 to 8 is when the music is on, and food trucks as well, both of those nights. Also have food trucks on Sunday, so we have food trucks Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
What we wanted to talk about next is spend 10, support a friend.
Yeah.
Which is not too dissimilar to that.
Right.
But it's an idea that we borrowed from our friends at the Upper Bucks Chamber, and we did it last month at Chimayo Gallery. And the concept is we designate a day and a time, and we just ask people to come in and commit to spend $10.
Yeah.
It's a way to infuse some cash into a business.
Absolutely.
It's a way to get new people into the business.
Super successful already as well, which is why it's coming in.
It was really cool. Let's take a quick video, look at a video that we produced at the one at Chimayo.
Hello, we're here in front of Chimayo Gallery in Perkasie today.
We've been open for about an hour, and I've had so many wonderful customers in, and just it's been really fun, and we're feeling very, very grateful.
So what do we got next?
Well, we had a nice visit down to the Perk and to the Bonsai, Bucks County Bonsai on Walnut Street. Those two neighbors have sparked up a great relationship.
Yep.
And let's let the video tell the story.
Definitely.
It's been a little over about a month and a half, and when we were told that we were allowed to do outside seating, and I thought this would work really well in this parking lot out here. And, I had to think of a way to explain to my great neighbor here that this is what I wanted to do, and that we were allowed to do it. And in order to drum up some business, because we were only doing takeout food, I thought we needed to jump on this, and we had the space to do it. So I decided to take a little walk over next door. And
it was a blank slate, and it was quite simple to just kind of create a beautiful thing. I was overwhelmed with the kindness of what Larry has given me and the opportunity, and then all the beautiful marketing. The signage is gorgeous here. I don't know if you haven't been here, come here.
This month we were at the Treasure Trove, beautiful, iconic, really, store that's been in Perkasie for 40 years, and they had a great time. So we stopped over and talked to the two owners.
We've definitely seen more people today. We've seen some new people that have never been in the store before, which is excellent because once they see what we have, they tend to want to come back. So yeah, we've had more activity today than a normal Friday. So we're happy with the exposure. Well, we have a lot of things that can be used to decorate your home. We have a lot of things that are actually useful. Most of the people who come in here are looking for old, and so they have an understanding and an appreciation of old.
And they get to see us, and we're old.
And we love when young people come in because that's the future of any business. We like to educate them. There's a lot of young people moving into town. They're buying the old houses, and they're kind of wanting to fill their homes with the right time period of furniture and furnishings that the house demands.
So what do we got next?
Next, we have in Perkasie one of the premier British restoration shops on the East Coast called Ragtops and Roasters out on 4th Street, 4th and Walnut. I'm sure a lot of people have driven by there and wondered what goes on behind those garage doors. So we're going to take you inside and find out.
Oh, it's a beautiful shop, too.
Let's see. Hi, we're here today with Mike Engard, owner of Ragtops and Roadsters, a shop here on 4th Street in Perkasie. Mike, welcome to Perkasie Live.
Thanks, Joe. Glad to be here.
Mike, since we can't have the car show in person this year, we thought it would be a nice idea to show people what happens behind the scenes here at Ragtops.
Okay, well, I can talk about the shop and what we've been doing here.
How long have you been here in Perkasie?
We've been in Perkasie for 30 years now, in this building for 25 years.
What kind of work do you do here?
We do repairs and restorations specifically on British automobiles, but we work on all different years, models, makes of antiques and classics.
And where do people come from to bring your cars here?
They come from literally all over the world. Most of the customers come from within about 100 miles, but we've had them from foreign countries, from Hawaii, Alaska.
I don't know if you know about this little place. They call it the Gem of Bedminster. And of course
Yes.
you know about it because you know about everywhere that's cool, right? AGA, right? AGA Farms?
AGA Farms over on Elephant Road in Bedminster. Like you said, I've heard a lot about it. Don't know that I've ever been there before, but I think every grade school kid in the Penn Ridge School District has been there at one time or another because it's a great place for a field trip.
Yeah, right? And they got a million things to do.
Everything. And unfortunately, this spring and fall, with everything being canceled, they haven't gotten those. But they are open. They do have 101 acres of beautiful fields.
Yes.
They have pumpkins for picking and for just buying. They have hay rides. And we stopped out to talk to Dan Devery. Him and his family own this place.
Is
They
this
run it.
Laura Devery's dad?
Could be.
I think my mom babysat. Well, we babysat Laura when she was little. Does he have an airport in
Yes.
his? Okay.
Yes.
Whoa.
There you go.
Small world here in Perkasie, right? Okay.
Well,
I didn't
we
know
did
that was
that.
their farm.
Yep.
The things you learn here on First Fridays. What do you say? Let's kick it in.
Let's see Dan and what's going on at AGA. Hi, I'm here today with Dan Devery from AGA Farms in Bedminster Township. Dan, thanks for having us out.
Oh, thanks for coming out. It's a beautiful day, and hopefully we'll have a beautiful weekend this weekend.
This is the place to be, I understand, for the fall, for families to come out and enjoy all the things that you have at these 101-acre farm. Tell us a little bit about what folks can do.
Yeah, we have a beautiful 101-acre preserve farm. That means it'll never be developed. It'll always be a single-family dwelling property. We grew about 12 acres of pumpkins this year. We put in about 16,000 seeds. So there's plenty of pumpkins for picking. All the pumpkins we have for sale, we grew on the property.
Our next guest is queued up and ready to go. Good friend of mine, Bruce Costa, the sensei at Grannis Forest Dojo on Constitution Avenue in Perkasie. Bruce produced a very interesting and very inspiring, I would say, video about focus and mindfulness. Bruce, do you want to give us a quick overview and then we'll show a clip?
Good evening, gentlemen. Thanks for the privilege of being on. I really appreciate it. So I have a gifted friend who's a competent filmmaker, and she and a former martial artist herself. So she was excited to have an opportunity to come on into the dojo. We've been in town for 18 years. We've got a really strong student base with many black belts, aged 3 to 63. That's close to being accurate. And I don't know how old the older fella is, honestly.
So from the beautifying of bridges and seeing the puppies, we're going to keep the theme of beautiful things.
Exactly. And there's plenty of them in Perkasie. There's a few houses that we've gotten to see that people have been restoring. The one on 5th and Vine is huge.
They have a carriage barn. Who has a carriage
yeah.
barn in Perkasie? It's unbelievable.
And they're going to turn it into a mother-in-law suite. Which
Oh,
the house
yeah.
is big enough to keep her in, but they're smart enough to keep her out there.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm on South 4th Street is where our house is, but I know you're right up the road here.
Oh, yeah.
So we're talking beautifying Perkasie. We're going to do our part. We're going to paint our fences.
Exactly. You know,
make
put
it look
the
good.
outside,
Yeah.
a little colored paint on there.
Yeah,
you know,
make it
keep
look
things
nice.
going. Exactly.
So while we paint our fences, some of the people in Perkasie are doing their entire house, basically from the ground up. And it's so great to see everyone kind of doing their part to make our streets so beautiful. So, enjoy.
We're going to hear from Kim Bartels, who rehabbed a business or a building at 513 Chestnut Street.
Yes.
Let's hear from her.
We started here, I guess, 2 years ago. When we first got the house, we walked through. Lots of small rooms, pretty rough shape. There had been, the previous owners had quite a few cats and they were less than well maintained. Crumbling walls in the back. The kitchen was actually on the 2nd floor. It seemed to have been more set up in a business style where the 1st floor was for commercial use and the 2nd floor was for residential. We have all new electrical, all new plumbing, all new HVAC. We have a 3-zone system in the house, so it's got a lot of the modern conveniences, but still trying to embrace a lot of the original architecture of the house.
Hi, I'm here with Jackie and Brian Walsh of this beautiful property here at 5th and Vine. They're renovating it. Jackie, tell us a little bit about this project.
So currently we live over on North 6th Street. We've walked past this house for 7 years, and always kind of wondered the history. Things happen, right? We get a hold of the property, and now we're just trying to kind of do what we did at North 6. Give it back its charm, but give it back its bones too.
Right, you gave us a quick tour before we started interviewing here, and really your goal is to honor the past while adding to the present and the future.
Yeah, for sure. It's in great shape, right? It was just let go a little bit. So restoring windows, keeping as much original as we can, but updating it a little bit so it's current.
What has been the biggest challenge, would you say, so far of doing this?
It's actually coming up with the order at which to restore things. What has to be done first, roofing, mechanicals, and then secondarily stripping paint and doing the pretty type of work.
Okay, as we were out here working on the planning of the truck, people started to stop by and talk to us, and then they got to start coming on a regular basis to check up on the progress of the truck. And so we got to meet a lot of people and talk to a lot of people, and then people started leaving little presents for us and for the truck, little rabbits and ducks and plants and different things for us to put out at the truck. And before we knew it, like, the truck actually had like a little following of people who would stop on a regular basis, and it was like such a great way. It was so touching. It was a great way to meet the community, meet a lot of people who we never would have had the chance to meet before.
So this has turned into something that you didn't necessarily have planned.
No, we never ever expected it to be like this. We had no clue what we were doing. You know, we never planted a truck before, and we didn't have a clue what we were doing. And then people would stop and give us little ideas of what to do. And one man stopped and said it would be really cool if you could turn like the headlights on, or put lights on it. So we worked on it, and so now we have the lights that turn on and off at dusk.
So this has really become a focal point for the community at a time when the community needed a focal point to feel good about.
Yeah, it's been a really moving thing for us. It made us feel really good too to see that we brought, you know, a little bit of smiles to people at a time when it's not, you know, things aren't so great. And little kids are coming by and leaving little things for the truck and painting rocks and asking about us. It's very touching.
And you're a relatively newcomer to Perkasie, that's correct. You came from the Doylestown area. You're surprised at the way the community has responded to this project?
I am. We've only been here about 3.5 years or so, and it's just like the small town feel. It's just like amazing, you know.
All right. So unfortunately, this year a lot of stuff got canceled. A lot of different events that we were going to try and do, and we've tried to actually do this show to make up for that. And that's how all of this was actually born, from everything getting canceled and us not wanting the town to feel that as much.
And this has been a great outlet for that. You know, I know Joe made a big announcement about some of the holiday stuff they were going to be doing. That ended up having to get canceled. But this, I'm calling 2021, hashtag it, year of not being canceled. That's it. We're going to do everything we possibly can, and everybody that's watching is invited. So we're going to get them out there.
Yeah, definitely. A couple things we tried to do virtually this year through the show. We had, unfortunately, we couldn't do the car show, which is a huge draw every year for Perkasie.
Jim Rakowski's got this red Mustang he posts on Facebook all the time, but he's a teacher over at Penn Ridge.
Okay.
That's always one of his favorite, is the car events that happen. So it didn't get to happen this year, right?
Yeah, and then we had the Scarecrow contest. You know, even though people couldn't really get together, it's something we did to keep up spirits.
Yeah, that was cool.
So
very cool. Some of the kits that they put together, I mean, I could not believe these scarecrows. And I had a few favorites. So I think we still have the video, right? We can look back and see some of the...
Yeah, we'll do a quick recap. A lot of people put a lot of creativity in and around town, really help people to get their spirits up, you know, walk around, see something different, stay socially distancing. So, you know, but let's check it out.
Yeah, they were incredible. Absolutely incredible what people are capable of doing. But we had the winner on the show, right?
Yep, we did actually manage to get an interview with the winner of the Scarecrow contest. DJ did a great headless scarecrow.
Yes, he was the headless conductor.
Yep, exactly, the headless conductor. They even managed to pull up the story behind and some old newspaper clippings.
Do we remember how old DJ was?
I believe he was 6.
I want to really put into perspective that a 6-year-old beat all of us.
Exactly.
And not only did he beat us by a little bit, he beat us by a mile. That was the greatest scarecrow I've ever seen. So he's got big plans. He's going to be the next Zuckerberg of scarecrow building.
Exactly.
If there is one, he'll be that guy.
Hey, maybe Perkasie has some of the smartest kids around, you know?
Yeah, I think. Are we both Perkasie boys?
Well, I've been living here, but nah.
Yeah, exactly.
Came
See,
from
right
Philly,
here. 1 plus 1 is 2. There you go, P. Ridge. That's P. Ridge pride right
you
there.
are a teacher. I mean, heck.
Yeah,
you know,
graduated
you're
in
setting
05,
things
so
around.
that was one really good year. So, all right, so that's huge. Congrats to the winner of the Scarecrow. I cannot wait to see what he does next year. So I hope everybody gets involved with that because that was very cool.
Yeah, so let's check out the interview with him.
All right, we're here with DJ Landis of Perkasie, 6 years old, and he's the guy who came up with this wonderful scarecrow display contest for Perkasie. So DJ, tell us how you got interested in this.
Well, last month there was a Zoom meeting from the Historical Society. I watched it with my mom, and they said about the story, so I researched it more with my mom, and he thought it was really cool. So when the Scarecrow contest came up, I was like, wow, maybe I should do that story for my Scarecrow.
Right, you guys helped him with the follow-up research, correct?
Yes, we searched, we have 100 years of the newspapers, digitized with newspapers.com, and we were able to go in and search that and send him the clipping.
We found the clipping from 1944, and we could digitally cut it out, and we sent it to him, and then he used that in preparing his scarecrow for the contest.
It was very impressive. He was very engaged. He did his homework. He knew about the trains, and when he called into the Zoom session we had with vintage photographs, he was very intrigued with the trains.
He's very well prepared, and he's done a lot of research, and he's very, very engaged.
Well, I found out that it was a 6-car express, and when he had a heart attack, struck his head on the train tunnel when he was dead, and even though he was dead, the train kept running.
How long did it keep going?
About 6 miles.
So we can definitively say, true story, not a rumor, not a ghost story, this really happened.
Yes, it really happened, and it's documented.
All right, so as we all know, the Senate actually said, or Congress actually said, Perkasie is officially the oldest tree lighting in America.
Yeah, not only that, but we rep it big time.
Oh yeah.
And we still got it done this year.
Oh yeah, normally thousands of people come out to see it. Unfortunately, we had to do it covertly this year.
Yeah, it was kept under wraps, that whole thing.
Yeah.
It was like covert ops, what are we doing? A ton of people got involved. Santa went all over the town. I got to narrate it, which was so fun.
Oh yeah, it was a great little story there. He flew in and followed him around, Joe and David Schlatter. Followed them around, threw together a little thing, and we finally still got to do virtually the Christmas tree lighting.
Which was incredible,
So,
seeing him out there, and obviously because we got to see him behind the scenes, I got to ask him for what I wanted most, and that was to host this yearly clip show with you.
Well, hey, I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I mean, talk about what's under my Christmas tree. Here we go. Well, I'll tell you what, I think everybody really, if you didn't get to see that Christmas tree lighting, which you can still jump on Facebook and check it out.
Yep.
We'll give you a recap. It was awesome. Santa's the man, and we had one heck of a day.
On a blustery, overcast Tuesday afternoon, a mysterious but vaguely familiar-looking man and his silver-haired wife touched down at Penridge Airport. With little more than a wave, a smile, and a twinkle in their eyes, this happy couple entered a waiting car. Their first stop was the Perkasie Police Station.
How you doing? Sir, how you doing? You have a driver's license with you?
wow, you're a long way from home, aren't you? So I guess the only thing that we ask is that, when you're coming into town, you maintain the proper speed limit. You don't fly too low. We don't want anybody getting scared. And have a safe trip.
Their next stop was the McDonald's in the Perkasie Square Shopping Center.
Hello, my name is Eric. What can I get for you?
Yes, small coffee with double cream.
All right, anything else?
No, thank you.
It seemed like they were fueling up for a long day. From there, they went around the corner to the American Heritage Credit Union to tap Mac for some cash.
Never get enough cash when you're on the road.
We caught up with them next at 5th and Arch.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How can we help you today?
I'm going to be awful busy for a while, so I'd like to get the wife some.
How's that?
Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I hope you have a great holiday.
You too.
Thanks for stopping in.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Hey, don't forget the cupcakes from Papa's Cupcakes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
You too.
And then he made his way over to Modern Mail on Walnut Street. After that, it was over to Market Street.
Hi. Welcome to Shine.
Thank you.
I heard you're going on a really long trip soon.
Long.
Well, let's get those muscles nice and warm. Let's stretch our arms up and just move side to side. And we finish our practice with the sound of Om. Oh.
And a stop at C&C Cafe. A stroll by the treasure trove.
Hey, that's a pretty good looking guy there.
They stopped for a few minutes to rest. He looks awfully comfortable on that bench. It's like maybe he's been here before. A little shopping at Rise and Grind Cafe. And a fist bump with Brandon at Old Glory. Those guys look like old friends. Getting measured by Jill at Frocks.
Let's get you measured up for your holiday trip.
Now it's all starting to make some sense. Yes, it's him! Perkasie cannot wait to see you soon, Santa.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
Curly-haired dolls, the toddle and coo, elephants, boats, and kitty cars too. Santa Claus is coming to town. The kids and boy and girl land will have a jubilee. Going to build a toyland town.
What a show, what a hangout here at PBR Studios in downtown Perkasie. I love hanging out with you guys. I love what you've done for the town and continue to do as we keep these Perkasie lives moving forward.
Well, we're glad you've come down to be a part of it with us. It's definitely helped move things along. You brought some energy to the show. We appreciate that.
You live in a town, you want to give back and support it, but when you get a group like everybody that's here at PBR and everybody that's a part of this thing with Joe and his gang, it's truly a special thing for this town and something that I'm very honored to be a part of. So.
Oh, most definitely. And it's been not the best year, but it's been a good year, and things have come out of it. And I have to admit, everything was a little scary and crappy in the beginning, but then, me personally, there's a lot of things to be thankful for. We've learned to kind of turn around, and we've got a brand new show for Perkasie that, we're going to keep going on for a while here.
There's a ton to be thankful for, and from everybody here at Perkasie Live, we're thankful for you guys for tuning in and seeing what makes Perkasie so special. So, usually it's on the first Friday. We're here, we're rocking. We're going to continue that tradition, but we'll be back next month with a brand new show.
Yes, sir.
Brand new people, brand new businesses, and if you want to get involved, please, please, please contact us and let us know your stories. Let us know where we can come out and support, because that's what's going to continue making Perkasie so special.
We're always looking for things that show Perkasie positively Perkasie, just like our logo says.
The best logo there is.
Exactly. So I want to say Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you as well. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. For us here at PBR Studios, thank you for being a part of Perkasie Live. He's Corey, I'm Richard. We'll see you guys next time. Who's thankful? Come on.
I'm thankful.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Table, you got to tell me, what are you thankful for?
I'm
thankful for this awesome area, Perkasie, that helped us build our business here. Really, everybody in the community has helped us, and we're trying to give back to them. What are you thankful for?
Well, it is my 10-year anniversary, Nate, so I'm thankful for my wife. Honey, happy anniversary.
Wow.
We're going out to dinner later. I'm thankful for Maze right next door.
Nice.
They're going to be cooking me up a heck of a meal. So
I can't wait. I want to try that at some point. I've been talking about it, been thinking about it.
You realize it's this far from where we're sitting right now. Like,
Yeah,
it's a
I can
street
walk
away
to it.
that way.
Yeah.
All right,
Speaking
we'll
of
get you
getting
there.
married, producer and director couple in the control room, Heather and Corey, just got married. And they also had the Sunday Sessions band, Two Rocks Rye here. So got a little bit of encore.
They
with
got
that.
married right here, right where we're sitting.
Right here, right where we're standing.
Well, there's a lot of love
yeah.
in this room. There's a lot of love in Perkasie right now. Congratulations to them. We went out to the farmer's market, and we wanted to hear what Perkasie had to say. What are you thankful for? Check this out.
I'm thankful for food and water. I am thankful for my family and friends.
Very thankful for a nice fall day. Nice sunny.
I was very thankful for some wonderful downtime with the family through the quarantine. And now, we're thankful for this lovely weather and beautiful fall season.
Health, happiness, being around people who I love.
Beautiful weather and our dog. This year I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to have a job because I know a lot of people right now are struggling. It's wonderful to be here and be part of a small business community.
And I am thankful for my family and my work.
Thankful for the family we actually still get to see.
This year I'm thankful for being closer to family because of quarantine and being stuck with this one.
And I'm thankful for family, good health, even in the wackiest time, 2020.
I am very grateful for the farmers market and all of the awesome volunteers that made it possible this year.
I guess I'm thankful for that we're coming to the end of this year and we're all healthy and we get to be together as a family and we're getting to be out of the house now and then.
And I'm thankful for my family and the wonderful community that we have around here.
And I am grateful that I have a family who gives me stuff and I love them.
A couple things I'm thankful for. Definitely the community around the farmers market. Everyone here is just so nice. All of our neighbors are super cool.
I'm thankful for my family and also the market because there's so much community and I just love it here.
I am thankful for not only my family and friends and my job, but for all of Perkasie and the farmers market, and I'm thankful that there will be a 2021.
Hi, I'm Chris with Eric and Christopher. We are open making masks, closed to the public, but open. We're sewing masks, and a portion of our online sales of the mask and some of our Life is Better local products we're donating to Meals for the Front Line.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan from Emerald Carpet and Flooring, and I just want to thank you guys, everyone around the township, for your continued support and encouragement throughout this whole thing.
Hi everyone, Michelle Shire here with Pretty and Workspace in Perkasie. Unfortunately being completely closed down for a while, but we're really looking forward to getting back to normal.
Hey Perkasie, remember that yoga is essential and yoga is not canceled and community is not canceled. We're just doing it a little bit differently here in Perkasie.
Hey Perkasie, thanks for investing your time with Friends of Financial Solutions. Look forward to seeing you soon.
All right, hi, my name is Eric. I'm the general manager at the Perkasie McDonald's. We're still open for business. Hope to see you soon.
Hey Frogs community, we're so happy for all your support. We're so grateful for every order. I'm actually inside right now packing up your orders, ready for curbside delivery and to get the products right to your door. We're so grateful for every single order. Thank you so much.
Hi, we're Donna and Bree and Missy from Boeing, and oops, that was Lily. And we're sorry we can't be teaching classes right now. We really miss you guys and can't wait to get back. Hopefully we'll be able to do camps. Otherwise, we'll see you in the fall. Bye, see ya.
Hi, I'm Kathy from Perkasie Florist, and we just wanted to thank our community for all your support during these difficult times. We appreciate your orders and having the connection between your family and friends during these occasions where you're not able to be together.
Well, hello Perkasie. We're ready to
get back to seeing your smiling faces come in here every day. After 38 years of opening a business every day, it's pretty sad for me to just still look and see a sign that says we're closed, but we're still awesome. We'd like you to have a healthy and safe life right now, and as soon as you can come out, we'll be here to serve you. So we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.
Did your last live stream look like this? No? Well, it could. Call PBR Productions. Don't cancel your next live in-person event.
Let us create a high-quality broadcast for you that will represent your brand in its best light.
And we can even bring in multiple remote guests. Hi, everyone.
Hello. Set yourself apart. Give us a call here at PBR Productions.